Okay, guys, I just wanted to get on and talk about this here, this whole story with Candace Owens, and she's being threatened with prison because of the things she's been saying. And Candace has lately been saying a lot of stuff about Israel, and it has not been very popular. And so she's being threatened with prison by people who are on the right. And she is a right wing supporter, and she's been an avid supporter of Donald Trump for a number of years. However, I believe what has happened is the tables are turning because of the things that President Trump has actually threatened people with in terms of the University of Harvard, University, taking their funding because they don't quelch the speech or quell the speech of people against Israel. And then also possibly even Candace Owens, if she doesn't fall in line, she herself is going to be going to prison. It's a very, very scary time to be alive when we think about if there's no constitution or there is no due process of law, what could happen. Anyway, let's listen to what Candace has to say about this whole thing. And I think it starts here.
All those free speech people who grifted off of free speech and who won't say anything.
David Freedman, who actually was Trump's ambassador to Israel in his first term, he doesn't just stop at progressives and their critique of Israel.
You're alluding to Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, none of them are any good on the right. On the left, I don't like any of these anti-Semites, and I'm not shy about it. There's no reason to think we're ever going to convince them, but we can deport them, we can put them in jail, we can make their lives miserable, we can cut off their funding, and that's what the Trump administration is doing for the first time.
Wow, that's amazing that the Trump administration, he says, David Freedman is saying that the Trump administration is doing this for the first time and cutting off their funding, deporting them and putting them in jail. Man, this is very, very much like what the Antichrist will do in the last days. And I'm not saying Trump is the Antichrist, but there is an Antichrist spirit here when we just begin to override the Constitution of the United States and begin to do these things here. Let's hear what this guy has to say. I don't really care too much for him, but of course, these people, they play both sides of the aisle. Let's check it out here.
An answer to a question about Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. So we're not talking about student visas anymore. So Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and everyone else, you start slightly criticizing Israel. We got a jail in Louisiana and then one in El Salvador that Israel can send you to via the US government.
Wow. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Just want to make this short video and give it to you for your consideration. Think about it, that we have come a long way, and now this censorship is getting to be what it is in China. The same thing is happening here. We need to pray that the Lord will preserve us through these times. Either way, talk to you guys later.